Welcome to your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. I'm Nathan, and every week, my co-host and girlfriend Rachel and I discuss all things in the sports drama universe.
Sprinkled in with pop culture, we cover topics from Bravo to Brady and everything in between. So keep listening to find out more. Cheers!
To the DeMarcus Ware episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose. I'm Nathan. Sitting over here to my right is Miss Rachel Rooney Eden, the beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Rachel Rooney Eden. Rachel, Miss Rooney,
Yeah.
Bubba. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. There's been a lot of hecticness that's happened over the past couple days, and I don't even know. I'm thriving over here. I'm shedding a skin of sorts. What about you?
Good. We're just battling through a lot of adversity this week.
No, we are just battling. We are the Wounded Warriors. You know them? Yeah. We are them. That's why. Are you familiar with them? Because that's who we are.
Right. Long story long. Over the weekend, Saturday, I had some eye irritation. And
Bubba, put the glasses back on, please. Put the glasses back on.
The lights kill me right now.
But yeah, put the glasses on. Don't hurt yourself, for real.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. You don't at the doctor's office, okay? Yeah. Well, so I
thought maybe you farted on my pillow, or maybe we're just getting to, hey, how you done?
Yeah, please.
But no, that wasn't the case. So we waited that out for a little bit. My eye,
Saturday happened. Your eyes
irritated.
Yes.
Sunday woke up, looked like I went 12 rounds with Mike Tyson.
Yeah, we're like, I'm like, does he have pink eye? Does he not have pink eye?
I was pretty confident it wasn't pink eye because I didn't have any junk coming out of my eye.
Right.
But we had plans. We had a pool day to go to on Sunday.
Right. We had Grandma's, Aunt Linda's, Uncle B's to go to on Sunday.
Right. So I was like, okay, we're gonna do that, and then my eye will be better, and we're gonna figure it out. If not,
we'll figure it out.
Get back. You're trying to make some popcorn, and put oil in the pan to do so on Sunday when we get home Sunday night.
Right, because I'm trying to be the good girly that I am. I'm like, I can't have you do it. Let's watch the Real Houses of New Jersey finale, but you take a little seat on the couch and take your pink eye or whatever eye you got going on there, and I'll handle it in the kitchen. I got this one. Don't worry.
Yeah, I think it was less of you being a good girly and you're just not wanting pink eye.
Yeah. No, but I was just being hey, chill and relax. You don't need to be in here with me. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
rare words from you.
Lo and behold, I needed you in there with me because. Right. Yeah, then the pan was too hot. The old story of oil and water don't mix. Oil goes into a hot pan with a little bit too much water and splattered back up in my face. And I just know that the way that I screamed, I just know that I screamed something wrong because of the way that you reacted. And I was like, oh no, this is definitely serious because of the way that you came over to me. I was like, this cannot be good. This cannot be good. What the fuck is on my face right now? Literally burning oil on my face.
It was a yelp.
And yeah.
It was like a dog that got stepped on.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I'm 100%
So yeah, I
sure.
sprinted over.
Yeah, and with
my
that,
pink eye.
Yeah, with that, we were like, holy shit! I sent a picture to my parents. I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? But thank God because they were like, you need to go to the emergency room.
Right.
You need to go to the hospital. You have literal oil burns on your face. So I'm like, okay, let's go. We have a good thing we have a hospital across the street. So we literally walked across the street to the emergency room. And while we're in there, we're like, might as well get your eye checked out too. So it's literally the two of us wounded warriors in the emergency room. You're at one side of it, I'm at the other side, and here we are just getting checked
10 o'clock on a Sunday night.
On a Sunday night, literally I'm literally having a cloth on my face, burned victim over here, and you're literally holding your eye. I'm like, what the fuck? We were literally like stumbling out of there, both with hospital bracelets. Like, literally, what happens? Like, what happens to us? Like, I swear to God, sometimes it's like, it's just us.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Even so, like, you've got finished up a little bit before me. The doctor walked you over to where I was so she could, the physical, like, the physician's assistant already, like, did the, like, exam on my eye, but the doctor just had to take a final look.
Right.
And she was just like, I don't know what's going on with you two. Like,
yeah,
whatever it is,
literally.
relax.
Right. Because you wind up just having a scratched cornea.
Yeah. So I don't know how they put some orange dye in my eye, and she's like, this is going to burn, but now you're warned. And I was like,
like, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks,
and
buddy.
That burnt, like, the orange dye burnt like a bitch.
Ooh.
But then they looked at my eye through the blue light, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you don't have pink eye. You have a scratched cornea, like right at the top of your eyeball is just all scratched. Like, did you walk through a construction site or something?" I'm like, "Absolutely not." Like,
I love when they ask that. Like,
right.
you're like, yeah, thanks. Like, I actually was just like taking the time. First of all, New York City is a construction site in total. So
right.
yeah, was I walking around?
Right.
Like, yeah.
The dirt fly in my eye when I was walking around New York City, probably.
Yeah, literally. But I'm also like thinking in my head, because it's at the top of your eye, like, you always rub your, if there was literally like a speck of anything, I always say to you, you're way too rough with when you rub your eyes, and literally, like, I'm like, oh my God,
that's definitely what happened.
Something was definitely
in my eye. Something was definitely in my eye, and I aggressively
oh my God, yeah. So anywho, we are just struggling to survive over here. My hair cannot literally stop. I know, I'm literally like, it's perfect. And like, honestly, like, what's even funnier to me is like when everyone keeps talking to me, and like at least like my grandma, it's like making me laugh. Like, she's just like, your gorgeous face, like, not your gorgeous face. I'm like, oh. But thank God, I don't use this face for anything other than making the world's greatest sports drama podcast on the planet.
No.
And I can just sit here with my right side facing the screen, because we're just no lefties. Like, no, we're not lefties.
Right.
So.
No. The left side of our faces hate us right now.
Yeah, literally.
But you're going to bounce back. Those are going to fade.
Yeah.
You'll be good.
And your eye will get better.
Hopefully.
And we'll be in a better place.
Yes.
Like, spiritually, mentally, physically.
Emotionally.
Yeah, please help us.
Stability.
Yeah, literally. We need like a little bit.
We need a little bit of something to get through this adversity.
Yeah.
We're trying our best.
Yeah, literally.
So if you could share this podcast, like and subscribe.
Yeah, like, if you've gotten to this point and this moment, like, if you don't share this and be like, these two people are committed to the craft.
And they need all the love and support as possible because they are going through a difficult time.
Yeah. 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 Please.
We beg of you.
Yeah.
To boost the spirits, we need some views on this. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Just to like boost our morale, because morale is low.
Yeah, but we're in good hands. Like,
right.
We're good to go.
Yeah, we're State Farm.
We're exactly, like, don't worry. We got you with the good stories this week.
Yeah, let's recap what has been going on in the Olympics since we last spoke.
Yeah. So what's been going on in the Olympics since we last spoke? I can't even remember. I just feel like every single day, like, a new thing is happening.
Yeah. Sorry. We have to rewind real quick.
Oh, on what?
Before we get to the Olympics.
Okay.
One thing we have been enjoying while we've been in recovery mode.
Yeah.
Is a new show.
Oh my God, yeah. I can't even, like, speak on it.
Why?
Because I'm obsessed. Like, and I'm like, I want to watch it now. You know what I mean? Like, inject it in my veins.
Right. Between that, Hard Knocks, and the new college football video game, like, I don't want to be productive in anything else.
Yeah, and like between like the Real Houses of New Jersey finale, and like this new show, like, I just don't want anything else. And the new show is Love Island USA. And thank you to every single person that put us onto this. Like, you were right. You were right when you said it is literally the greatest show on earth. Like, you are right. You are right when you say, like, there are twists and turns, like, you don't get it. Like, you just have to watch. You were right. We have been flying through episodes. We have never been on a show like this.
No.
I think because there are so many episodes, like, there's literally like 30 something episodes. Like, we are just like knocking them out. Like, we are like addicted.
Right. And I'm not a dating show girly.
No.
Okay?
No.
Like, for example, when Titus was on talking about The Bachelorette, like, I watched, like, one season of The Bachelorette ever.
Yeah.
Just because I thought Juan Pablo was funny.
Yeah, of course. We always say,
It's okay, Andy.
It's okay, Andy.
But, like, the Netflix dating shows, like, I can't, like, I'll catch up with, I'll watch it if you have it on.
Right.
But, like, I don't get invested. I see it as an opportunity to, like, scroll through my phone or, like, go through Barstool.
100%.
So, like, when everybody was trying to sell this on us on this show, like, at Jewel and Tom's wedding, I was like, guys, like, I'm not the show guy.
Right, like, I'm not the guy.
dating show guy.
I'm not the guy.
And, like, then, like, Jordan and Sal, like, they were, like, dead serious. And they're like, neither are we, dude, but this shit is electric. Okay?
Yeah.
I was like, but what's the difference? It's the same thing as the other one where they have to pick a partner to sleep with, and they have to pick a different partner every night. They're like, well, it's not every night. Like, they stretch it out a bit before they have to recouple.
Oh my God, it's so good.
And the twists and turns are just, like, unlike any other. And I was like, okay, but how? And they were like, we can't explain it. You just need to watch it. And I was like, no, explain how. Like, if you can't explain it, I'm not going to watch it.
Right.
Lo and behold, you can't explain it. You can't explain
you
the twists
literally
and
can't
turns.
explain perfection.
Right.
You can't. It's like, it's unbelievable. It's so good. If you guys were thinking about watching it, or if anyone's thinking about watching it and, like, needed a sign, this is your sign. Like, you need to watch.
Yes.
Need to, want to, have to.
Yes. Who's like your favorite guy and favorite girl right now?
Favorite guy is...
We're about 12 episodes in.
Favorite guy is Kendall. Favorite girl is Leah. But, like, obviously not together. But, like, also favorite guy is... I love Miguel. I don't know what it is. I'm like, oh my God, maybe because he's like a quarter Portuguese. I'm like, oh my God, it's my man. Like,
right.
out there, like, there you are out there showing your people showing up.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, look at him go.
Miguel.
What?
I look nothing like Miguel.
No, you're a mix between, like, Miguel and Kendall to me. Like, you remind me of Kendall a lot.
Yeah, I give Kendall energy.
You give Kendall energy, but, like, way better. Like, you're like Kendall is like, you know how, like, when you walk out of a car dealer and, like, you get, like, all of the works, like, all of the soup to nuts, like, whatever, like, that's you. And, like, Kendall's, like, the generic base version of you. You know what I mean? Like, you're everything that he wants to be, but, like, extra. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Would you say this if he was on the pod right now?
I would say to him, what nationality are you? Because you get really tan.
Question number one.
Yeah, question number one. And question number two, I'd be like, do you want to be friends? Because I feel like you guys would be, like, really good friends.
Yeah, we would be very good friends. He's electric. He's an electric factory.
100%.
Leah. So we don't want to spoil it for anyone that hasn't watched it, but she fell in love, got her heart broken.
How do you feel about her?
Leah? I think she explained it well. I think she explained herself well. So, like, some guy, like, left her, hung her out to dry for another girl that she really liked, who I think he's very dramatic, but he's definitely, like, the dude on the house. Like,
okay.
But she paired up with someone else, a lot safer pick, right? And she said, like, when she explained, like, what was missing in the new guy, she was like, he just doesn't give me, like, the want to run to the psych ward type of feeling. And I think,
right.
And I think that's what she needs, and she's just very toxic.
Yeah.
Like, but that plays great on reality TV.
Right.
Now, like,
everybody
in the real world, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's clear that
I feel like every girl has to have a little bit of that run to the psych ward type of energy in their relationship, though.
Do you have that?
100%. 100%. Like,
yeah, we definitely have a psych ward energy.
I'm like,
if you couldn't tell by the left side of our face.
Need to run to the ER instead of the psych ward type of mentality. You know what I mean? Like, here we are, like, but we go together. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not out there alone running to the ER. You're holding my hand. We're walking in. We're checking in together.
Right. Just like we would at the psych ward.
Exactly.
It would be a joint venture.
Exactly. So yeah, it's been amazing.
Yeah.
I love Love Island, but, like, obviously when we're binging Love Island, that's, like, at, like, late night time, but, like, we are watching the Olympics, and I feel like we're trying to do a good job. Like, there is just literally so much Olympic content. Like, it just feels overwhelming. Like, it just feels like there's stuff on all of the time. Like, I'm like, I feel like if I'm not watching it 24/7, I'm missing something. You know what I mean? I'm
Right.
like, how am I keeping up? How does everyone know the names? Like how do I know? There are literally so many people. There's so many sports. Like there are people like swinging those freaking bats around. There are people playing ping pong. There's people on the gymnastics floor. There's people swimming. Like there's people playing volleyball. Like I'm like, there's way too many sports. Like
Right.
how many sports are there? It's just fucking crazy.
It's nuts. It's nuts. One thing I've learned is something like I've kind of tried to realize with like the rest of my sports identity as a fan.
Yeah.
Is that you can't pay attention on everything.
No,
like,
you can't. There's literally no
like
way.
if you're watching something and like you're not enthused, just you don't have to watch it. Even though it's Olympics, you don't have to watch it.
No, 100%. Because
So-
like you can't get sucked into it. You need to put your attention on the things that you need because there's literally way too much.
Way too much. Way
Like,
too much.
How are we talking about like shock put or what? Shock put and pole vault. Like I'm like how I don't. There's just
But
too many.
I find them fascinating.
Track and field is like way too many sports in one.
But it's like the original version of sport. That's why.
Yeah, it's just so many. Like I'm like, there's just so many. And then there's the freaking run and jump. There's like there's
The
ones
hurdles?
right. There's like the hurdle one. There's a triathlon one. There's
long
like
jump.
there's a freaking CrossFit canoe or whatever. Like the one where they literally like go down in the thing with the boats. Like remember how those rafts were, and then they're like going around the paddles.
Oh yeah,
What the fuck was that? That's Olympic
The
sport.
rafting.
It's like CrossFit rafting or something like Olympic. It didn't even make sense. And
Like,
they're
it
literally
was canoe
starting
cross,
in
yeah.
the air, and then literally like it's like beep, and it goes down, and like they're literally just like in like this man-made like waves. It was so confusing. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Right.
It's an Olympic sport.
Exactly.
I could pick up an Olympic sport at this point.
Literally. I mean, I
what
think
the hell?
I think that should be a goal of ours. Like, what Olympic sport can we pick up before it's in LA in 4 years?
We'll be like that girl that quit her job.
Yep. Yep.
Quit her job and like she became like the first gold medal winner for like the U.S. in like years. Like
Right.
for what, bike riding or something like that?
Cycling. Yeah.
Bike riding. Oh my god, I'm like making it sound like so juvenile. But no disrespect to you, girly, because you do your thing. You won an Olympic fucking gold medal.
Right.
Like it's like literally insane. Does everyone else feel this way? Like that there's way too many Olympic sports?
I don't feel like it's too many. I just like you just have to remove yourself and not be worried about not caring about a couple.
Okay.
It's okay to not care about a couple.
Okay. Or like a ton.
Yeah, a handful.
Yeah.
Sure. Like
Yeah.
I don't need to watch the weightlifting.
There's weightlifting?
Yeah, I don't need to watch the weightlifting.
There's Olympic weightlifting?
Yeah.
Like
My problem,
I just can't.
My problem with some of these sports is when they're cutting from one event to the other, and then like they cut to an event that you know nothing about,
Right.
And they don't explain it,
Right.
And that's what gets me,
Right.
It's just like you got to explain what's going on because I don't know,
Right.
Like how is this being scored?
Right.
Like how are they being judged? How many times, for example, like I like the shot put and the javelin and like the disc throw,
Yeah.
all those things. Like I like those, but how many times are they throwing?
Right.
Like, what is
Right.
the world record? Like, is that a good throw or a bad throw? What's the technique? Like,
Right.
they're not explaining anything. They're just
Right.
saying, like, oh, this guy's up. Okay,
Right.
he got 20 meters.
Right.
And it's like, is that good, bad? Is that where does that compare to his best throws? Where does that compare to his
Right.
worst? Like,
And also,
explain
like-
something to me.
And also, like, don't judge it by meters then. Like, what is America with what is it, the metric system? We're not in the metric system. We're in the what?
Inches, yards, and
Yeah, like, whatever that is. Like, why did, like, but you're, like, that's how I feel. It's just too much.
it is too much. But one of my favorite events is the 100-meter dash for men's and women's.
Yeah.
Sha'Carri Richardson, unfortunately, got the silver.
Unfortunately, she got silver.
I know, but she won a gold.
Yeah, but like she got a silver medal, and she's the second best.
No, of course.
She's
I mean,
second fastest in the world.
yeah, I mean, it's still incredible accomplishment. I'm not
Yeah.
taking that away from her.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
can't
saying.
say unfortunately she got the silver medal.
Okay, sorry, she lost. She got the silver medal. The woman from St. Lucia
Yes.
won the first medal
Yes.
ever for St. Lucia. Never mind the first gold medal as well, obviously.
Go you, St. Lucia girly.
But the more interesting race to me was the men's race. It finished with the smallest difference in time between first and second place ever. It took a minute and a half for them to decide who actually won the race because it was so close. It came down to 500ths of a second.
How did they decide? Like they looked at the picture.
They have like a laser. In the pictures, yeah. So like his foot, his toe crossed. So who won was Noah Lyles. He's American. Do you remember last year when the Nuggets won the NBA championship? And they said they were world champions, and some sprinter said like they call themselves world champions. And me and you had a debate.
Yes.
And I was like, they are world champions, the best players in NBA.
Yes.
And you were like, no, because like the Olympics are the world champions. Like,
yes.
When they win the Olympics, they're the world champions.
Yes.
It's that guy. He's the one that won gold.
And go you, Noah Lyles, showing the hell up for us. And this fucking point right here, because he can say he's the best and fastest in the world. Go you for proving our point. Thank you. And that's on coming full circle. So
right.
Thank you for bringing up that point.
I needed to. Accountability.
Thank you. And you're keeping yourself accountable
That's
here.
it.
And now do you agree with me? Now do you agree now that the Olympics are on that they can call themselves world champion? He can call himself a world.
Yes, it's a different level. It's a different
level. Thank you.
But I will say.
Thank you.
I will say.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Justice has been served.
I will say though, but when like you go to a team sport like the NBA, like basketball,
yeah,
it's a bigger accomplishment to win an NBA championship than it is to win the Olympics.
Okay, whatever, fine. Sure.
Because the United States is far better than every other country.
But like that's like saying I wouldn't agree with that because like that's like saying like it's saying it's easy like it's just not. It's just different. Like I get it, but I
actually just found a devil's advocate to my argument.
Yeah, like it's like saying like the gymnast. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like
they're like winning the like Premier League, you're world champion.
Exactly.
It's the best soccer league.
Exactly. But like you can't say you're a world champion if then you're playing in the Olympics and then you know what I mean?
Right. So I guess I might have to come around on this idea.
Wow.
But what I want to get back to is the different.
I'm telling you, it's literally
how close this race was.
Hard to be right all the time. It is. Like, it's literally hard to be right like this all the time.
But, okay, so when you blink.
Yeah.
When you blink.
Yeah.
That's 1/100th of a second.
Oh, we're bringing it back to the point.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
This was the difference was five times shorter than that.
Wow.
Like
5 times shorter than blinking?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, now you're making me think about my blinks.
So that's how close this race was. At no point also was Noah Lyles in the lead of the race until that very, very last, like, 500th
That's so
of a second.
crazy. I mean, maybe his foot's just long enough.
Maybe. I don't know. But it just insane in the membrane. Moving on.
I have a really weird thing to say about blinking really quick, like very off the cuff story.
Love it.
Just for you to know. One time, I think it was in like 3rd or 4th grade, I remember like I have no idea why our teacher made us do this, but she paired up the class, like split the class in half, paired you up with somebody, and then I was part of the class that got sent out to the hallway, and it was like basically like don't tell the other person what you're doing type of thing, but like count how many times they blink in like the minute or whatever, but like don't tell them what you're doing. Like nobody knew what we were doing, and I just like remember like going back counting, I think like I forget who it was, like blinked like 42 times, and I was just like, what? Like this is like the weirdest exercise that we did. Like I have no idea still to this day why we did it, but I just like remember doing it and being like, this is like so weird. I felt so creepy, like counting how many times they blinked. I would like write it down. They were probably like what the fuck is going on? But anywho, I think it's probably something about like perspective. Like I don't really understand, but I just remember that exercise of like blinking, and like now I'm just like thinking about how many times I'm blinking. And I'm like blink. So
yeah, but once we get into the next topic, you'll forget all about the blinking.
I hope so. What's our next topic?
Our girl Simone Biles.
Yes, our girly swirly.
She finished her last Olympic campaign with the balance beam and the floor routine. Unfortunately, she fell on the balance beam.
Yeah.
She got 4th, so she did not medal in that event. However, she did receive the silver medal in the floor routine. Thoughts, questions, concerns?
I don't have any, like, I just think that she's amazing. And no matter what, the fact that she fell and was still able to place 4th just shows how incredible of an athlete she is and how just unlike anybody else she is. And I just appreciated that when, for the floor routine at least, it was Rebecca Andrade, who I was saying like Andre last week, which I need to correct myself because the girlie needs respect where respect is due. And also in the beginning of the Olympics, I looked at Rebecca Andrade's Instagram following. She had 5 million followers.
Holy shit.
And by the end of the floor routine where she had gold, she had 8 million followers. So she would literally gain 3 million followers like in no time, and literally less than a week, which is so crazy. And anywho, so Rebecca.
Imagine how fast those alerts are coming on your phone.
Oh my God, I couldn't even. I feel like when you're like that, like you
mute it.
Your alerts come in differently. Like I don't feel like it's the same. I don't know why, but I feel like your Instagram kind of like operates at a different level. But I could also be lying. I have no idea. So she won gold, and then Simone got silver, and then Jordan Childs got bronze. And I love that when they got up and Rebecca won gold, they like bowed to her, and then they all held hands, which is just like true. Like I freaking love being a girl. Like that is just like so. I just like guys would never do that. You know what I mean? Like they're just way too like, and it's just cool because it's like we're just like everyone's supporting each other. And I thought that like out of the Olympics, like this time around, especially for like gymnastics, like the best of the best were just supporting each other. And like I felt like it was just like true teamwork. Like listen, like we worked like as hard as we could. Like there's no need to like be negative towards each other. There's no need to be like mean towards each other. Like I did the best I could do to get to this point. You did the best you could do. Like let's just like at least like be supportive. And I literally loved it. I think that energy will like go down in history, and I think that that's what every teammate and every person like competing should have. Like I never think that like you should be like nasty towards another person because like they're like competing against you. Like if so, then like prove it. You know what I mean? Like prove that you're better than them. Then you know you don't have to like say it. Like prove it. Put your money where your mouth is.
I think it's just so much easier said than done.
Yeah, so exactly. And like that's what it proves like how amazing, like mentally strong, like Simone is, Jordan is, like all these girls are, that they're able to put it aside and like literally bow down to someone of a different country who won gold medal.
Right. I think it also comes down to like you said, like these people's Instagrams work differently. I think their brains just work completely differently.
100%.
They've been working harder than most people can even imagine what hard work looks like. Like they blow it out of the water for years and years, and to even be considered to be on that in those events, you have to work harder than anybody in the world at what you do. And so I think there has to be such a mutual respect at that level that like it creates it's a lot easier to get rid of that negativity, because really there's no energy for it. Like I busted my balls, you busted your balls, like to put our balls on the table and see like
who's bigger.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I loved it, and I've been really loving it. I've been loving the Olympics.
Speaking of women,
for the Olympics I've been watching.
Perfect. Speaking of women at the Olympics, have you watched any beach volleyball?
We watched the men's beach volleyball.
We did. I don't think we caught any of the women's yet.
No.
Well, women's rights groups are offended by the beach volleyball uniforms that the women are wearing, the bikinis.
Why? I didn't know they were wearing bikinis.
Yes, it's always been that way. In beach volleyball, it's just like what it is. You're playing volleyball on the beach. What else are you gonna wear?
Is it bikinis or is it like a sports bra?
Some wear sports bras.
Okay.
Some wear like bikini. Like it's like a tighter bathing suit.
Right. Like it's not like a friggin' triangle string bikini, right?
No, some of them get cheeky.
Right. But like
a lot of their asses are out.
Okay.
But like women's rights groups are saying like they don't like it. So like, for example, the spokeswoman for the International League of Women's Rights told Forbes that they are using women's bodies for sex.
Okay, like this couldn't be further from the truth. In addition to like, even like I know we're just talking about like the gymnasts like asses are out too. Like they're in legit leotards that like go up their fucking ass while but they have to they hairspray it. They try to like keep it stuck down, but like you're literally on the beach.
They hairspray it to their cooch?
They there's like specific spray. Like you could put hairspray on like certain things, but like there's like spray that they put on, not on their cooch, like on their butt and stuff, so that it sticks.
Still on their bumhole, they spray.
They don't spray on their bum. They put on like their butt. Like not. I guess it could go in your ass.
Yeah, especially once you start sweating.
Yeah. Who knows?
Who knows?
I'm sure that it's like maybe they make like organic ones. Or
I stand
something.
against these women's rights groups. I think
Of course you do.
I think they should let these women's volleyball players wear whatever they want to wear.
Yeah, I'm sure you think that.
And that's where I stand on that situation.
I just remember as a former volleyball player that wearing like we used to have to wear like the Nike Pros that I literally still have to this day. I love them.
Oh yeah.
But that we used to have to wear them and everyone was always like, "Oh, they always wear it because like their asses look good in it or whatever." But it's like you literally can't wear anything else. Like you need full mobility, especially if you're like on the beach too. Like you don't want like the way that your legs are moving too. Like look at what gymnasts wear, look at what track and field wear. Like they literally wear underwear, like practical underwear. Like you know what I mean? Like the leotards, whatever. Like it's literally the same thing. Like your legs are moving and grooving. You don't want the chafing. Like it's best for optimal performance. Like it literally is. Like I also think that men could operate the same too. Like with that, but like it would just be crazy because their junk would be hanging out.
Speaking of junk with Olympians, I mean, we might talk about it later on, but I think it's just a perfect segue. Can't refuse to talk about it.
Thank you.
Can't wait any longer to talk about it. The French pole vaulter by the name of Anthony Emirati.
Yeah.
What a sensation that man is.
Yeah, seriously.
He could definitely use a tighter underwear when it comes to doing his pole vaulting.
Exactly.
Because it prevented him from qualifying for the finals of the final round for the Olympic pole vaulting because his dong got stuck.
And literally knocked his dong long was like just chilling, waving around the air in his loose shorts, and it knocked off the pole from the pole vault. Like, that is so insane. That is so insane. Like, do you think, like, that's crazy, right? That's crazy?
I'm self-conscious about it.
Oh, please. Like, but, like, for real, right?
No, it's crazy. It's
like,
crazy.
That's crazy that his ding-a-ling was literally just flopping around in the air that it literally has a mind of its own and knocked off the pole.
Yeah, it kept him from getting the gold medal.
Like, that is crazy.
Insane.
Why do you keep saying kept him from getting the gold medal? Would he have gotten the gold medal?
No, it's just like...
Oh, people are just saying that? Like, I'm like, when they're like, oh, it kept him from the gold, but like, how do we know? Like, was he going to win it?
I don't know. I mean, he didn't qualify, so it's hard to say, but...
Right.
External circumstances there.
Right. Yeah.
You know
That's like definitely the craziest, like everything in the Olympics, I just feel like keeps getting crazier and crazier. Like what's going to happen next? When is the Olympics over?
I'm not sure. I think like next week.
Soon, right?
Yeah. It's coming to an end very quickly.
Yeah. We're in the thick of it now.
We are in the thick of it. I think we're kind of past the thick of it. I think it's like kind of winding down at this point.
Oh, okay.
However, the athletes are getting fed up with the Olympic Village and everything, like the sleeping conditions and everything. Just for example, like Italian gold medalist Thomas Saccone.
Yeah.
He's been pretty critical of the beds in Olympic Village not having AC and not being able to sleep in the Olympic Village.
I saw this.
And so prior to his gold medal match and his competition, he slept outside in the park to get proper rest because he couldn't sleep in the Olympic Village. That's insane.
He was just like, I need to take a nap. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how these are the greatest athletes in the world and like you're not treating them as such. Like you're like, oh, here, compete to the best that you can, but like we're giving you cardboard beds. We're giving you no AC. Like it just literally doesn't make sense.
Right.
We're giving you no condoms.
Right. No, we're giving 300,000.
But still, like in a cardboard bed, like come on.
That's what I don't understand. Like, so I was listening to a Rogan episode.
When you want more Olympians?
Right.
Right?
Oh, yeah, purebreds.
Right. No, literally, Olympians with Olympians.
Right. Like, save the money on the condoms, give them AC units so they can get even...
Right.
So they can keep things cool.
Right, exactly.
After they get steamy.
Exactly.
But I was I have a different level of frustration with the Olympic Committee now, like, with not only with the beds, the conditions, but also, like, back to the point what I was trying to get to last week about how, like, the athletes get paid and, like, certain countries pay their athletes for medals, so others don't. Certain countries pay more. All that good stuff. Because I was listening to a Rogan episode, and he was making a great point where it's like the International Olympic Committees and like the countries make so much money.
Like who?
Off the International Olympic Committee.
Okay.
It's the committee that puts on the Olympics.
Okay.
And the countries themselves each have their own Olympic committees. Like there's an American Olympic Committee, a Brazilian Olympic Committee, so on and so forth. And they're the ones that get the money generated from like the TV advertisements, the tickets, the everything. And the athletes get none of it.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy,
Insane. Not fair at all. Another thing that they fucked up was that in the tennis final, the tennis gold medal match between Novak Djokovic and Alcaraz, they didn't even show it on TV.
Wait, what do you mean?
They didn't show it on TV. The gold medal match for tennis. They just, it was like clearly just a freaking mistake that they just didn't show it on TV.
What does that mean they didn't show it? Like they just didn't record it? There was no camera crew there? I find that hard to believe.
They did not show the event on TV at all. There was nowhere to be found.
I don't know why you're giving me attitude right now, but it better take a back freaking seat.
I'm not giving you attitude.
But there had to have been cameras there.
There was, but they just didn't air it.
So maybe they can air it now.
But we already know who won.
Yeah, I guess. It's very fucking bizarre. Why?
Because they don't know what they're doing.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at them.
Yeah, I could tell. Yeah.
But also, they did.
I feel like the Olympics, it's always a shit show. Something's always going wrong. Like something's always happening. Like it's just too much. It's literally too much.
Right.
Cut it down.
Right.
Figure it out. Like you have literally 4 years to put an event together.
Right.
Figure it out.
Right. It is. It is still too chaotic.
Yeah, it's way too chaotic.
One thing that they did show, and I watched a good amount of Saturday morning, was the golf tournament.
Yeah.
Scotty Scheffler ended up winning gold.
Yeah. Did you see what he wrote on his goals?
No.
Everyone, like, I guess in the golf Olympic tournament, like, wrote, like, what your goal was for it. And, like, everyone wrote gold except for Scotty Scheffler, who wrote, have fun.
Wow.
And that's all the mindset. Have fun. And he won gold.
That's incredible.
Isn't that weird?
It is weird.
Like, he's literally the one person that didn't write that. And he got the gold.
He won gold.
It's all about your mindset, and that should show you something, you know? It's like all mind over matter.
Yeah, I need to get better with that.
Oh, I'm not saying that that wasn't like
you're telling me, and I accept it.
Oh my God, that wasn't that. I'm just saying, like, these are the way that these Olympic athletes think too. Yeah. Like some of them are just like, I'm gonna go out and do my thing. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, I think it's very similar to what you were saying about the gymnast, where it's just like, yo, like I don't have energy to spend on being on any negativity or focusing on things. I'm just gonna try my best to enjoy the moment.
Exactly.
If I enjoy the moment, then I'll probably perform well, and maybe I'll win. But I'm more worried about enjoying the moment than anything else.
Right.
It was actually crazy. He had to come back from behind in the last 9 holes to win, which is actually very fascinating. However, it wasn't the biggest storyline of the golf tournament. The biggest storyline of the golf tournament revolved around Tom Kim, who's a professional golfer, really good, young. He's 22 years old, from South Korea. And the reason why there's a good storyline around him is because in South Korea, all able-bodied men need to serve 20 months in the military before the age of like 30 or 32 or something. The only way to get out of that military service is to, number one, get a gold medal in like the Asian Games. The Asian Games don't have golf, so that's not an option for him. Number two, win any medal in the Olympics. Okay, so if he wins a medal in the Olympics, he doesn't have to do the 20 months. He doesn't have to put his career on pause to go do serve in the South Korean military.
Right.
Like they even make these K-pop stars like.
Right. No, I know. Yeah.
He was in 3rd place going into the final hole.
Oh my God.
He double bogeyed the final hole, dropped down to 5th place.
No.
Yeah, so he did not achieve his goal of getting a medal and of what he was. Very emotional in the scoring 10 after. Like he was inconsolable.
Oh my God. That literally hurts my stomach even thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's awful.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally awful.
Yeah. So, like, there's a debate, like, does he go sooner and serve his military service, or does he try to wait another 4 years, get a medal in 4 years?
What do you think?
I think why not try wait it out?
Yeah, if at first you don't succeed,
At first you don't succeed.
wait 4 years and try it again. Wait 4 years and try it again. Try it again.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think wait 4 years and try it
I
again.
agree.
Like, if I don't have to go, I don't want to go.
Seriously.
Don't want to
Stack up
go.
the cash while in the meantime.
Exactly. I don't think that he should go right away. I
No.
think that he should wait it out. So, Mr. Tom Kim, wait out. Wait, is Tom Kim the one on Full Swing that's like, he's like 20?
Yeah, he was like 21 last year.
No, cutie. I feel awful.
Yeah,
Poor
that's what I'm saying. He's a
guy.
great dude. He's a great dude.
Wait, that's awful. Oh my God, cutie.
Right.
No.
Yeah, great.
Oh my God, he was probably like so sad.
Yeah, he was bawling.
No, stop it. Like, this is not okay. No, I'm like not okay.
I'm a Tom Kim guy.
No, like, I'm a Tom Kim girl. You're saying what I'm saying when you're doing that lip thing right now, and it's literally making me crazy.
Sorry.
Like, literally, I'm saying Tom Kim girl, and you're literally mouthing back to me. You're doing it with your tongue right now. What's happening?
I can't help
You're
it.
literally mouthing it back to me. Tom Kim girl.
This
How
one-
do you know what I'm going to say? How do you know what I'm going to say?
There's one of those things that, like, you pointed out, like, on our very first date, like, why are you doing that? And I can't, it hasn't been brought up since, but I know I always do it, and I know it always bothers you, but I can't help it.
I'm just like, what's going on? Why are you doing it? Do you know what I mean? Like, try and talk to me right now, and I'll do it to you. And then
No,
you tell
I
me.
can't.
It's literally like, am I on echo? Like, what's going on?
I'm just an active listener. I'm an active listener. Anyways.
Oh, God, I love you more for it.
I know I'm coming with almost, just like you said, there's too many sports and Olympics. I'm coming with too many Olympic topics, but there are just so many interesting storylines.
Oh, no. Okay, go for it.
A couple things revolving around relationships at the Olympics.
Yes.
So
hit me with him.
After dating for years, tennis doubles
Yes.
partners,
Yes.
Thomas Maychak and Katina. I can't read my
Katerina?
Yeah. Say that name. I can't see with my glasses.
Katerina Siniakova.
They won the gold in mixed tennis. They're both from Croatia. They broke up a month before the Olympics. However,
Crazy.
they kept it civil and trained still for the Olympics and achieved their goal of winning gold. And I think it's safe to say that they're back together because they were kissing, they were loving.
It's like impossible not to. Like, everyone's like saying, like, all the memes on like Instagram or whatever, like, they're like, this is a Hallmark movie. Like, this is literally a movie, like, waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Like, it truly is. And like, also the fact that they're able to like stay committed and like get the gold medal, like, that's insane.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and like, also, what are you breaking up over? You know what I mean? Like, your entire life is each other in this game. Like, what are you breaking up over?
Oh, I disagree. I feel like they're like their lives are so intertwined. There's so much pressure. Like, not just like that's a lot of pressure to carry. Like, training for the Olympics. Think about how much work goes into that. How easy that one of them can be set off. Like, you don't think the other person's working hard enough, or like just like maybe like just think about like little things that couples argue about, and when you're around each other 24/7, working with each other, trying to like accomplish your lifelong goal, and that lifelong goal not only relies on you but your partner, and you're leading up to the Olympics. I can imagine that taking a toll on your relationship.
Oh my God, see, like, I just see it so differently. Like, I'm like, how amazing is this life? Like,
Of course it's amazing, but it's
you're
all perspective.
literally like Olympic, like,
Royalty.
contenders, and like, here you are, just boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, you figured it out. You know what I mean? Doubles, like, in the court, doubles in life. Like, you're hitting love or whatever it is. You're getting love.
Right.
That's a tennis score. Love, right?
Yes. Yeah. It
I don't
means
know what
zero.
it means, but
Zero.
they started at love and they got a gold. Damn. If our episode title wasn't something of like wounded warrior or whatever, it would totally be like started at love and ended with gold or something
Still
like
can't
that.
be. We don't have to make it about us.
Nah.
Another interesting Olympic couple story revolved around the German track team.
Okay.
The 400 relay team, okay?
Okay.
So, Alicia Schmidt was chosen to start in the mixed 400-meter run. So men and women, two men, two women. Alicia Schmidt was picked over Luna Bowman.
Okay.
That led Luna Bowman to kick up a storm because she believed that she's faster than Schmidt.
Okay.
She has faster recorded times.
Sure.
Whatever. And so she took to Twitter and said, yes, I'm second faster 400-meter athlete on paper. No, I was not nominated for the mixed relay. But why was she so upset? Not only because she didn't participate, but because her boyfriend was on that relay team. So she wanted to follow suit up from the Croatian tennis team and win a medal with her boyfriend.
Oh, that's sad.
But she got cocked. She was so angry. I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but not only did they not have her participate in that, they actually pulled her also off the women's 400 relay. So she didn't participate in either.
Got to be a good teammate.
Got to be a good teammate.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Damn.
And they didn't medal.
Got to be a good teammate.
Sorry,
and you didn't get a medal. Either way, now with your sour attitude, you ruined it for yourself.
But I can see that. I would lose my mind. You work so hard.
100%. That's why I don't understand. When you get to the Olympics,
how's it not figured out already?
When you get to the Olympics, that's what I don't get. You're already there. Why are you still qualifying for things? You qualified for the Olympics.
I get it.
There's semifinal, and then there's final. Oh my God, can't we just do it? I don't understand.
No, I understand why you have to qualify, but I don't understand why why the Olympic why the track coaches are switching up the team. How is that not
so difficult?
How was that not decided months ago?
I mean, maybe it was. Maybe they needed something else. I don't know.
But track is so to the point. Who's faster? There should be no ambiguity.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Obviously, there are things going on behind the scenes that we are not privy to. So.
The last thing I wanted to ask you about the Olympics was how you feel about the alternative broadcast. For example, you were watching the U.S. Women's soccer match through the Alex Cooper stream.
Yes.
We try to watch the Kevin Hart stream. What are your thoughts on those?
I would have to say, well, first of all, what are your thoughts on those? Because I feel like you've been coming at me with stuff, and I feel bad that you've been doing a lot of deep diving here. So let me give you the floor first.
So I think thank you. I disagree, but I'll talk. I love to talk. I love to talk.
Okay.
I'll talk of the town.
Please.
I think that this is the future of sports broadcasting. Yes. However, you can't have Kevin Hart doing it.
Right.
I can't get behind a comedian doing it.
Right.
Unless they're paired with an expert at the sport.
Right.
For example, the Alex Cooper one.
Right.
I did not like watching her stream when it was swimming because she knows nothing about swimming. However, when we were watching it with the women's soccer, she played college soccer at a high level. She played D1 soccer. So she was talking about the tactics. That's interesting. The women's team is trying to do this. And as you see when the other team gets the ball deep in their end, you'll see that they're trying to do that. When they are experts on their sport, it's far more fascinating and makes a lot more sense. For example, Pat McAfee, when he does his alternate broadcast for college football, it's fascinating because he played football and he has football guys around him. It makes sense. Sure, they'll go to his sidekicks, the funny dudes, every once in a while for a good laugh. But the whole point of watching the sport is to know what the hell is going on. So if they're not giving you that and giving you a different perspective on that, I don't think it works.
Right. I completely agree with you. I think that the Kevin Hart one, I was just it was just you're trying to make jokes, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's it wasn't hit, nothing was landing for me.
Do you know what it felt like, the Kevin Hart one? It felt so he was up there with Kenan Thompson.
Yeah.
It felt like SNL, how
right,
the news.
Yes, I forgot what the
Colin
news.
Jost
Yeah,
and
yes,
other
and
guy.
Colin Jost and Michael Shea.
Yes, when
when they do exactly the news segment.
That's exactly what it felt like. Because one of them would read the
100%.
teleprompter, read the joke, and the other one would try to read the joke.
I'm so with you. I think it would be great if they just recapped highlights, maybe, you know what I mean, and whatever. But I don't like. I was like, no. I don't know if that's what they were doing. It wasn't landing. I was like, okay, this is.
They lost us quickly.
Yeah, lost us quickly. But I will say, in watching the Alex Cooper streaming of her in soccer, it was so good. I was so interested. I was literally like, I feel like in that moment, like I was like, I want her to be live streaming like all soccer events. I thought it was literally genius. I thought Peacock, like, or NBC, whoever it was Peacock, NBC, same thing. Like hit the nail on the head with her. Like it could not have made more sense. I could not have been more interested. Like she had, she had experts on. She had former Olympians on. She had like obviously former like the Team USA players. Hold on one second because I need to clear my...
Let me clear my throat.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I thought it was so interesting. I loved it. I didn't realize that she played D1 soccer, which like honestly like makes her even cooler to me. Like I just really appreciated like the fact that she was like, oh, like the way that they're hitting it with their head, like, you know how many neck exercises we used to have to do? Like, I didn't even think of that. Like, oh my God, like here you are having to neck exercise. But like, she was just being like kooky and funny. And like, I really enjoyed it. Like, I agree with you where I don't think that her watching like other sports, like other than like, I guess like she watched like the good ones, like gymnastics, swimming, like the big ones. But soccer, like it felt so natural for her. And like, I really enjoyed it.
My one complaint, because I have to complain about something about her stream, was when she was covering the gymnastics, and she had one of the men's gymnasts on.
Yeah.
And like he was on the to the right of her.
They figured that out. They like figured it out a little bit.
They did figure it out, but it was just tough. Like the producers were definitely telling them all to speak in the camera, even though they were all on the couch. When I was just like, it made it seem like too stagnant. Like the conversation was great, the questions were great, the answers, like the conversation was just awesome. But like, I just couldn't get over the fact that they weren't looking at each other.
Right. And not just like little tweaks that they needed to make.
Right.
And I think that they accomplished it. So yeah, I really thoroughly enjoyed. But like that's kind of like what we're doing here.
Yeah, we're trying our best.
We're trying our best, and like here we are, just like recapping big events in sports.
That's it. And anything else in the Olympics that you would like to touch on?
I don't believe so. Other than the fact of what I told you before is that I really did also appreciate the fact that Simone Biles is just the GOAT. I think she's the greatest literally ever. I think that she is just so freaking cool. And I love the fact that I don't remember what routine she did. The judges gave her like a 10th off for not saluting them. And then so at the end, I believe of her floor routine, she decided to literally hold her like stick it salute pose, whatever, for like 25 seconds, like literally walked off with her hands up in the air just to be like, fuck you. And like, just like when people do that, like you're just such a boss. Like you just have boss fucking energy. And like, that's the energy that we go into life with. Like, okay, go fuck yourself. Like, I just aced that, and like, I'm gonna walk the fuck off with it then. Like, you want me to salute you? Like, I'll salute you. Like, fuck off.
Right.
Love her energy.
Actually, that's a goat. Like, I would never have like the mental capacity to figure that out.
Right. Like, fucking pettiness.
Right.
That's just what it, so good. I'm literally like, chef's kisses Simone. Like, if I could just hang out with her for a day, I would die. Like, I think I would literally like just fangirl. I'd be like, you're so cool. Like, you're so freaking cool. But she's one whole foot shorter than me. That's okay. So crazy.
It's okay.
No, it's not that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, she's one whole foot shorter than me.
We have to get you to hang out with Simone.
Yeah. So, Simone, if you're watching this, I love you. Love ya.
Simone made an appearance on my favorite show that we started watching.
Yes.
Hard Knocks, episode 1 of the next Hard Knocks. It's a behind-the-scenes look of the Chicago Bears training camp. And her husband, Jonathan Owens, is on the Bears now. And they documented him going to see her and him talking to his coach about it, and then like,
I wish they gave him more time.
I know, but they have to go through it. So like,
I understand. I just like he was only there for like a couple days. Like I just like wish that like they would have given him like a week to be there. You know what I mean? Or,
I know, but training camp's 4 weeks, and like he like needs to make the team.
but like he wouldn't make the team if he wasn't at training camp.
I don't know. Like there's always like the training camp's very competitive. Like there's always surprise people that get cut. Like it's just very competitive.
Oh, you really think that he doesn't have a contract?
He does have a contract. He'll still get his money, but they'll still cut you unless you're like one of the people that are making like $10+ million a year.
He's not.
I don't think he's making $10+ million a year now.
I just like honestly like after watching like him on the because you watch the Hard Knocks and then you were like you need to watch it too. So when I watch it and like we obviously both have notes so we can go over it. But episode 1 of the Chicago Bears and I just like I really enjoy like I was a little apprehensive of him because of like what he was saying like how he didn't know who Simone Biles was before he started dating her, which like okay, like please. But I really like after watching I'm just like I love the way he supports her. Like he's just like she's the best. Like she's like you got this. Like do your thing. Like you know I love their like I think I really love their relationship. I love like seeing him in the stands like after she like literally hit it. Like he's so proud. You see him like literally blow her kisses. She's blowing kisses back. She throws him a heart. He throws her a heart back. I'm like yes, like she's with someone who loves her. Like I was just so happy for her. So like in turn, I'm happy for him because I'm happy for her. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
And it seems very genuine.
yes, it seems very genuine. Like cuties.
Like
I honestly like Hard Knocks. I have to tell you, like, it was a little bit of a snooze for me. Like, I just, like, I'm not that invested in it. I'm really not. And, like, I'm trying. I really am trying. Like, I'm really sorry. I hate to break it to you. Like, it really was. Like, it's hard for me to pay attention that long to it. Like, 55 minutes was long. And, like, I literally looked at how much time it was because I was like, I don't know how long I could do this for.
I'm obsessed with it.
But, like, I in turn found out that I now need a show with Simone and Jonathan. Like I just need them to have their own show. I would watch that 100%. I would watch that. So make it work.
So you didn't like that rookie offensive lineman doing his rookie skit and singing "God Bless America" because he was Canadian?
No, I love it, and I like those like little bits and funny moments. But like, it's not something that I'm like dialed into. You know what I mean? Like, it's no Love Island. Like,
so it doesn't. Well, so like. The whole, like, what the storyline that they're trying to sell with Caleb Williams being, like, the savior of the franchise.
Yeah, I'm not sold on it.
No, that doesn't fascinate you?
No, not at all, to be honest with you. Like, I'm just like, how do you know he's going to be that good? Like, I don't understand. The draft,
that's why.
But, like, what if he's not? Like, what if he's a flop?
Then that's what he is.
But, like, to me, like, that makes me sad.
But the whole organization will be set back for 5-10 years.
Right, and so, like, it just, like... To me, it's like a lot riding on this. And like, I totally understand the excitement. I really get it. And I like the energy that they're putting into it. But it just feels like they're putting a lot of energy into it. And it's like, this kid is literally how old? And like, he has the entire like franchise on his back. Like, that's fucking insane.
One of the craziest things to me, it is insane. That pressure is insane.
Like I don't know. Like, I just feel like it just like, it just feels like bizarre to me, especially because I didn't know who Caleb Williams was until they selected him first round of the draft. And like, obviously just like having you talk about him, like, I just like, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know. Am I not a football girl? I'm just like trying to figure it out. Like, I'm like, I just don't get it. Like, I'm like, I get it, but like, I don't think that football is my number one sport.
Yeah, I don't think you like football that much.
I think I like football, but I'm not. Like, it's not my number one. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like the one that I like that I can easily watch the most. But I've said that from the jump. I said that basketball was my favorite from the jump. And I would say that definitely is basketball. And then maybe football. But it just, like, seems like it's just, like, football is just, like,
But it's hard to get you to watch any of those behind-the-scenes shows for sports, except for Simone Biles.
Yeah, well, because it's, like, we're watching so many sports to begin with. It's, like... Sometimes I just like want to break. You know what I mean? Like because it's like I just can't be like all sports all of the time.
But our podcast is drama of sports.
No, and I totally understand that. But it's like one of those things that it's like you need to also like feed your own soul. You know what I mean? Like I need the Netflix reality shows like in order to survive. Like I need the Bravo shows in order to survive. Like to be able to watch all of these sports and stuff like I need that, you know, like my whole life isn't sports. It's drama. I'm the drama and you're of sports.
Right.
You get it? We're two halves to a whole here.
I got you. But it's honestly interesting to me that you don't dig into the drama that they try to sell on these reality sports shows, because I eat them up.
Yeah, because
I even though
because
we're sucked into Love Island.
Yeah.
I enjoy watching Hard Knocks 1,000 times more than Love Island. Even though I love Love Island, but Hard Knocks is just I find it fascinating.
Yeah, because that's what you like. That's not crazy to me. Are you literally joking? You're trying to tell me right now that you like Hard Knocks and I like Love Island, and that's not crazy.
I still like Love Island.
I understand, but are you seriously insane that I would ever think that you would like Love Island more than Hard Knocks? Do you think that I would think that in my brain? Do you think that I'm thinking that you're thinking that I like Hard Knocks more than Love Island? Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you out of your mind?
No. Yes. No. I don't know.
It's one of those things though that it's like how I'm feeling about the Olympics. I'm so overwhelmed. I can't. It's I need to just focus on one thing. And that's just how I operate in general. I can watch the Simone Biles documentary because it's one person and I'm sold on that one person. But it's when it's a franchise that I don't know, that it's the Chicago Bears, I'm still trying to figure out the Patriots. I'm still trying to figure out the Cowboys. But I have one person that I can't how many people am I supposed to know? You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. I understand. It's a lot.
It's just too much.
You went from not knowing anybody on the Chicago Bears to being engulfed into their
Thank you.
into their organization.
Exactly. So that's just
you need to learn who their owner is, who their general manager, the head coach,
I need to figure it out, but then it's why am I spending so much time being invested in them when it's a team that you don't like? You know what I mean? Right. So it's I would rather be invested in a team that you like and getting to know those players.
Understood.
You see what are you picking up what I'm putting down?
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I don't want you to be offended.
I'm not. But I just do have a few notes that I need to mention for Hard Knocks.
100%. I also have a few notes that I can mention for Hard Knocks. I'm not saying that I hate watching it. I'm just letting you know that that's not it's not my happy place.
Not your cup of tea.
Exactly.
Gotcha. No, understood.
Yeah. Okay.
Respect it.
Respectfully.
You want to give your notes? You want me to give mine first?
I think we can both give them at the same time.
Okay.
Go for it.
One of the craziest things to think about for me is Caleb Williams when he was doing his skit. And when all the rookies do their skits, they have to say who they are, position, college, and then their signing bonus.
Right.
His was $25.5 million. I guess that's what comes with that pressure that you were talking about at that young age. However, the offensive lineman who saying God bless America, his was $20,000.
$20,000 is pathetic. I'm sorry. For the NFL, saying that your signing bonus is $20,000. Seriously?
More NFL players like that than the latter.
Yeah, but that's insane. This man's getting $20 million and you're getting $20,000. That is
crazy.
Sad. That's only 1%. It's literally 1%.
Less.
Yeah, that's sad. So, okay, keep going.
The head coach, I think he's a goof, but his glow up it's funny how they documented his glow up.
Love the glow up. So cute, and it reminded me of me and you. For no reason. What? For no reason other than the fact of if I tell you I it's I'm
true.
oh, I like this, you do it. And I'm oh my God, that's so cute. But it's the same thing. If you told me, I remember you told me literally once and after we had met, literally back in 2011, you literally told me that you liked it when my hair was curled. And every single time I curled my hair since that moment, from literally 2011 or 2012, I always thought of you. I'm always he likes my hair like this. It must be great. You know what I mean? So whenever I curl my hair, I always think of you. And I'm always oh, he likes my hair curled better.
Even year 5 of not talking, you
100%. Every single time I curl my hair, I always think of you. It's because
boost.
of things that you say, though. You know what I mean? But I loved you then, I love you now. But it's one of those things you listen to the person that you love. You know what I mean? You're oh, if you think I look like you know what I mean? I'm looking good for me, but I'm looking good for you. You know,
right.
If you if I wear the color red, I'd be fucking my whole wardrobe gonna be drip trip. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So I love the fact that he was oh, like my wife like likes the scruff, and then literally glow up city.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, hell yeah, aced it.
She sent a hairstyle and like style to the team barber for.
Which is crazy that they have a team barber.
How does one become a team barber?
And like, does every team have a team barber?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
How?
How do you get that job?
No, literally. Like, what a job to have.
What a job to have.
Yeah, and like, who goes to the team barber? Does everybody go to the team barber? Is it in your contract? Like, what happens? Do you have to make an appointment? Can you just walk in? Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
I'm sure there's a little bit of everything.
Exactly.
Any notes from you?
Well, are you? I put well, the next thing that happens after the barber is I put, why is Nick Saban there? Is this normal to do? Have an old coach come?
Yeah, especially in like camp and stuff. Like it gets very redundant having the same voices, seeing the same faces. So oftentimes they will have special guests that like come in, even if like they're not filming like Hard Knocks, just to like change it up in the room.
I find it interesting because like when Nick Saban was like talking about like the things that he used to do for Caleb and stuff, and like then they like implement it. It's like they literally changed their entire tactics like around Caleb, and that's what's just freaking me out. You know what I mean? Like where I'm just like, you're putting everything on the line for this man.
Well, yeah,
it's crazy.
They have a lot invested in him,
literally.
So they have to try to do their best to put him in the best position to succeed.
But why are they saying he's a generational talent? I don't understand. Like, why are they saying that though? Like because he could throw far.
They say he's like the young Patrick Mahomes. Like he's very creative like Patrick Mahomes. Like he's not the biggest guy in the world. He doesn't have the strongest arm, but like he's athletic. He can run with it. He can throw it. Like he can throw off. Like he doesn't need to be standing there perfectly and like to throw the perfect pass. Like he can be falling backwards and like just like sidearm it like this.
Yeah.
And it like could be an unbelievable throw. Like he's very creative.
Okay, sure.
Like you know how like watching Mac Jones last year, like everything seemed as though it needed to be perfect for him to succeed.
Okay, so like this is where you lose me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it's like where you're saying like Patrick Mahomes is creative. I'm literally like, I didn't know that we think of him as a creative quarterback. Like that's where I don't know, you know, like
we can have a film session. I'll show you via the film session.
Perfect. I'm glad I signed myself up for some homework here.
But that's really what it is. So like a lot of people like the quarterback position can be very like think of like Connor on Love Island.
No, I understand like that. It's like I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm understanding what you're saying about Caleb Williams. I don't understand. Like
okay.
I just feel like he came up out of nowhere. Like literally his senior year of college, and all of a sudden he's a generational talent.
No, he won the Heisman last year.
Of the year prior.
Yeah, the year prior.
Okay.
So he's been great.
Oh, okay.
Just one of those things. Sports is overwhelming. Can't cover everything in sports. I probably mentioned him in passing at some point, like
Understood.
things you may have missed.
We've
but, like,
definitely mentioned him. Like
yes.
I know
Yes.
we have. So.
But he is he's considered a generational talent. I'm not completely sold on him just because like I think in the NFL being a quarterback, I think there's something to be said for your size, and I think he's a little bit too short.
Okay.
But it's neither here nor there. A lot of people criticize him because he's like very what's that generation that he's in?
Gen Z.
He's very Gen Z. Like he paints his fingernails. Like he had that meeting with his head coach and he had a legit purse. Like that upsets certain people. I don't care. Like, but
why are we saying it's a purse, not a bag?
I mean I saw it when I saw it I thought it was a bag, but everyone on NFL Twitter Twitter is saying that like it's a purse.
Also like, who cares? It's just like I just don't understand.
But my question is like, do you not carry a bag to work?
But also like, do you not carry a bag to work? Like, is him with his fingernails painted? Like, is he throwing the football any different? Like, is he still not this generational talent like everyone's saying? Like, so we're just gonna comment on his fingernail polish and like, you think that's gonna change him? Like, he's probably gonna laugh in your fucking face with his $20 million.
Right. Exactly.
I just like, in the same breath of like me saying like, I just don't understand why they're putting so much like on him while he's literally laughing in my face with his $20 million. Like, I just like, I just like, I'm like, it just like feels like a ton of pressure. You know what I mean? That I'm just like, I feel like they're just like putting a lot on him, and I'm just like, just chill. You know what I mean? Like, poor boy, he's literally like a boy still. Like, can we just like chill for a second? Like with him, like, can you just chill?
Right.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I did appreciate when they were acting like boys though, and like literally little kids, and they brought out the slip and slide when they were trying to teach them how to slide. Like, genius way to go about it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's actually genius.
Right. That looked fun as hell.
So fun. Except when they were like literally playing in like the mud, and I was like, I saw like the brown water go up in the air, and like immediately I was like, I would need a shower. Like that is just so scary to
I
me.
definitely went straight to the shower.
Yeah.
It must feel so good though, like after practicing like the hot sun.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Sitting in meetings and like your sweat and like going outside.
Oh my
and,
god,
like,
a cold shower sitting on your couch with like some food, they probably pass out. Oh my
pass
god.
out. I don't think they have much time to do that.
Yeah. What, have food?
No, like
Pass out?
chill on their couch for very long.
Well, they probably sleep on their couch. Yeah, they probably just like go to their couch and like chill
Fucking pass out.
and pass out. Exactly. How many times can we say that? So
It's my kind of night.
So I liked it. I liked it. I'm excited to see like how the NFL goes this season, and maybe they'll sell me. You know what I mean? Like maybe this is the season where I become an NFL girl.
Okay.
Maybe.
NFL girl and NFL world.
Exactly. So, because I know more this year than I did going into last year.
100%.
And so I'm always learning, you know,
Right.
but like, I'm still like, but maybe because I knew more about basketball, like maybe that's how I feel like I like went into it, like knowing more
Just
knowledge.
easier.
So it's like, here I go.
That's completely fine.
Thank you.
That's completely fine. I'm
Thank
just going
you.
to continue to watch Hard Knocks, and I'll keep giving.
Thank you.
Updates.
Give your updates. You can give me updates. I would love that. And if Simone Biles is on it, then you have to call me in and tell me, hey, like, watch this.
Oh, they're definitely going to document her coming home and stuff.
Okay, well, I'll watch that.
Perfect. Ready?
It's time.
It's time.
For the sick puppy and interesting cat of the week.
So Sick Puppy we mentioned, I kind of jumped the gun in mentioning him earlier. I just couldn't help it because the dong was on the mind.
Right, exactly.
The Sick Puppy of the week is Anthony. Can you read that name? I can't see shit.
Anthony Amirati.
Yes.
Amirati.
Yes.
The French pole vaulter who's dung along, hit that pong along.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it already. Not much more to cover here, but Sick Puppy of the week. He was
Sick
approached
puppy.
by Cam Soda, the porn site.
Oh my
that
God,
supplied all the lube and
For the light posts?
Yeah, for light posts. They approached him on a $200,000 deal to do a video.
I mean, here he is. Like, and my Uncle Brian said, like, although he didn't leave with the medal, he's leaving with the most numbers. 100%.
Well, it's like we've
I
talked
mean,
about.
the DMs are blowing up.
Can you imagine him walking through the Olympic Village and like we've talked about ad nauseum, like how horny everybody is in the Olympic Village?
Yes,
Can you imagine the damage he did there?
No, I couldn't. Like the amount of Olympic children that are coming out of that pole vaulter is insane.
Yeah,
Insane.
I bet there's gonna have a couple of elite swimmers.
Okay, we move on. That was honestly such a good joke, though. Like, good job.
Thank you.
Interesting cat.
Interesting cat is Amon-Ra St. Brown's dad.
Okay.
So I'm continuing to watch Receivers.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm like probably 6-7 episodes in. And Amon-Ra St. Brown, his dad's an interesting cat. There's a lot of reasons why he's interesting that I think I want to take a deep dive into at a later time. For example, like St. Brown isn't their like family name.
Okay.
Their dad like gave him and his two brothers that last name because he wanted them to like stand out in athletics.
I love that.
And like even their first like Amon-Ra, like that has a certain meaning. His other brother is like named Aquarius or something.
Aquarius, like the horoscope?
Something different.
Okay.
I'm not saying it correctly, but like he has a
Sure.
certain name that means something in like
Love
Greek
it.
mythology. And
Okay,
they also
Aquarius.
Each of the kids speak 3 languages:
That is sick. What's a Monra speak?
English, German, and French. Their mom's German, so like they speak
Oh,
German.
I saw this. I didn't see the last episode, but I think I saw like a clip of this where he was speaking to her in German. That is so cool.
And then they went to French-speaking elementary school, so that
Genius.
So the dad always spoke English to them because that's all he speaks. Mom always spoke. To this day, only speaks German to them, and they had them raised in a French elementary school.
Genius.
So that they could learn French. It's just very well-rounded cats. But
Yes.
the dad was Mr. Olympia, so like that's like the Arnold.
Yeah.
That bodybuilding competition that he won all those times.
Sure.
That's what Amon-Ra St. Brown's dad won.
Oh, amazing.
So he was a former bodybuilder.
Okay.
So that's another reason like why they're so successful is that had him training from a young age.
Right. Crazy.
So Amon-Ra had what the hell did he have? He had like not the chicken pox.
The measles?
No, foot and hand disease.
Oh my God.
Foot and mouth disease.
Coxsackie? No, that's not it. Just foot and mouth.
Yeah.
Is it Coxsackie?
I think it's foot and mouth disease, where it's like it's basically gets chicken pox. All basically like breaks out in hives everywhere.
Yeah.
And so he was like playing in the game. He was very dehydrated. Didn't really eat that game, and so his dad sent him a text message during the game to like drink Coca-Cola for rehydration.
It's called Coxsackie.
Okay, good job.
Wow.
Doctor, give me the news.
I remember when that went around and everyone was like, oh my God, they have Coxsackie. So anyway.
Yeah, so he got that.
Holy shit. That's like really weird that he got that.
But he played, like he didn't want to skip the game, so he played in the game. And like he's like saying how he can't feel his hands, his feet feel like they're like he was stepping on needles. Like at the end of the game, his feet were raw.
Yeah, you have like ulcers.
Yeah, his feet were
inside your mouth, like all over.
His feet were raw.
Ew.
But he was very dehydrated, and like they could tell by the his dad could just tell, so he sent him a text like to drink Coca-Cola at halftime. Because he said Coca-Cola is better than water. It's better than Gatorade. Like, it's just something that his dad lives by. Like, when you're performing, like, fuck all the, like, sports drinks. Like, Coca-Cola is the go. And for that, interesting move, but I love it. Because Coca-Cola is my shit.
Oh, my God. So here you are going to be, like, dehydrated. And then all of a sudden, we see you, like, slapping a Coca-Cola because Amon-Ra St. Brown's dad, Mr. Olympia, told you so. And you're going to be, like, dehydrated on the side of the road.
Yep.
Perfect. That is an interesting move. It's kind of a sick puppy move too.
Kind of sick puppy, but interesting that like that. It's very interesting that like someone that's so strict with their kids and like what they can do and what they can't do.
He's like, take a Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Like literally the worst thing to drink on the planet.
And like it was funny because he was texting him and he had like a friend with him and his friend was like, "Do you think he's gonna listen to you?" He's like, "Absolutely not. He doesn't listen to me anymore." But
funny.
I'd like him to. I hope he does.
Oh my God, drink a fucking Coca-Cola. That's crazy. That's
Yes.
crazy talk. So
things you may have missed.
Go
Not many.
for it.
Not many this week.
yeah, I mean, we've gone through a lot.
Very Boston sports centric here.
Go for it.
David Pastrnak, our guy Pasta, got married to his longtime girlfriend Rebecca in Croatia.
Beautiful. Congratulations,
Beautiful
David
wedding.
Pastrnak.
Beautiful wedding.
Congratulations.
His looks were tremendous. I know you thought that his suit was a little baggy. I agree with you. But
I mean, his after party look was amazing. I don't like that he wore black. I wish he wore white. Like, I wish he wore cream, but like killer. Loved it. I mean, he looked great either way.
What do you think about her dress?
I don't really remember. I don't remember her wedding dress look like. I remember her after party dress. Loved it. Like the short little number. So cute. But did you like her dress?
I did.
Was it just like lace? Like I feel like it was just
tight
like,
lace.
Yeah. Tight lace. Wow, that's like such a man way to describe a dress. Wow. That's why I was like, I remember like lace, but yeah. I'm just like for me personally, I'm not a lace wedding dress girl.
Okay.
So it's like hard for like I'm like I love that for you though.
All right. Fair.
You know what I mean?
Fair.
So
Next topic, Brandon Ayuk, the
Yes.
star wide receiver that's in a contract dispute with the San Francisco 49ers. We've covered this turmoil for a while, like how he was FaceTime with Jaden Daniel, and he said that San Francisco told him they don't want him, and then Jaden Daniel was also filming a episode of the Pivot podcast, and Brandon Ayuk comes in and interrupts the podcast and once again talks about the saga, whatever. He wants to go to a new team or he wants a new contract. He's not going to really participate in practice until that happens. So what San Francisco did was that they've been negotiating a trade with other teams.
right.
To trade him. However, the trades can't go through unless the teams that they agreed to trade him to, those new teams come to a contract agreement with Brandon himself. Make sense?
Yes.
So, for example, one of the teams that they agreed to trade him to was the New England Patriots.
Right.
The trade was figured out. Then the Patriots got permission. With that, the Patriots got permission to speak to Brandon Ayuk's agents and come to a deal. He wants about $27 to $30 million a year.
You think he deserves that?
No.
Okay.
But I think that's the going rate for a receiver. I don't think he deserves that because he's only had one tremendous year.
Okay.
I think that there's not like it could have been lightning in a bottle. But if he came to the Patriots, like when originally I said I didn't want him. Then when I saw that they traded for him and that they had to come to an agreement, I was hoping that they came to agreement. However, he basically said, no thanks. I don't want to go to the Patriots. I don't give a fuck how much money they give me. I don't want to go. To which a lot of Patriots fans are mad about. But I like that move from him because the Patriots are not a good place to go to for a receiver right now. Like, you don't know what they have. You don't know what Drake May is. Like, they're not even going to start him this year. Probably they're going to go with Jacoby Brissett. Like, why would you want to go there as a top receiver in the league if you don't know who's throwing you the ball? It makes zero sense, especially when you are coming from a team like San Francisco who's coming off, like, a couple of Super Bowl bids. Like, you're going from a team at the top of the league to a team at the bottom of the league. Like, I don't want a player on the team that just wants money. Like, that would, if he came to the Patriots, it'd be like...
Just for money.
Just for money.
You want him to win.
You have to want to win. And so I appreciate that he didn't come. Although I wanted him at the time, I think it was a smart move for him not to come.
Well, thank you for not coming.
Now the teams are basically between Cleveland and Pittsburgh.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Lastly, this week is like joint practices week. So like teams practice together. And the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants practiced together in the Meadowlands. Mm-hmm. And there was nonstop fights, like brawls between the two teams.
It seems crazy.
And so that when I see that, it means football is back.
Oh, my God.
It means football is back.
Well, yeah, they're excited. They're ready to get into it.
Right. Also, over the weekend was the NFL Hall of Fame induction ceremonies. So those were pretty cool. I didn't really watch them. That's something like that I used to watch when I was a kid. But I haven't watched them in a few years. I don't know why.
I mean, there's like too many things going on. Like, especially when the Olympics are on, like you can't watch everything. Like, you literally cannot watch everything. Your eyes would be bleeding.
Right, but that's a cool accomplishment, making the Hall of Fame for any sport.
100%. So go you NFLers who made the Hall of Fame.
Things to watch.
Yes, the Olympics still, of course.
Of course. Tomorrow night, Thursday night, probably actually tonight, if you're listening to this on Thursday, is Patriots' first preseason game. Drake May's debut. Oh. Our first look in live game action.
Please be good.
At our Savior. So I cannot wait. I'm so excited.
At our Savior?
We get to see our Savior for the first time in person.
Who's at?
I don't know. I just misspoke.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
I didn't want to correct myself.
No, I understand. I just didn't know what you meant. Like, that's why I'm like, I didn't.
Our first look at our Savior, like.
Understood. No. I got you. Oh my god.
I cannot be more excited. I want him to sling it. I hope he plays a lot.
I hope he brings up Paul Walter's energy and puts his dick on that thing.
100%.
Thank you. For me and for you.
Yes, except we do have dinner reservations at that time.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
But if not, it's going to be a late night. I'm going to be watching when we get back.
Perfect.
But we have to communicate with these things sometimes.
Oh, sure. I mean, I definitely did communicate that with you, and you said it was okay, and you even said that, like, it was, like, you literally made the reservation. So I think that maybe you need to be more on top of it and maybe take some accountability on that front. How about that?
Perhaps I could do a better job looking in the future.
Thank you.
Be more present to like what's actually going on Thursday night.
Exactly. And communicative about that.
I'm not blaming you. I'm saying we.
Yeah. We in turn means exactly. So
I'm mad at myself, okay? I'm mad at myself, okay?
And that's okay. And that's just you speaking your truth. And you're allowed to feel that way. Your feelings are valid. But I'm just letting you know that when we've had these previous conversations about our plans, you said that you would be more it's not a we, this is a you. You know what I mean? This is not a me problem. It's not a we problem. It's a you problem.
I think I take responsibility for that.
Yeah, and you know what? I commend you for that.
Nonetheless, I can't wait to watch Drake May slang it around.
Amazing.
Receivers, I'm gonna finish that.
Yes.
It's tremendous. I love it more and more every time.
Yes.
Your girly Mrs. Kittle has still been crushing it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They've been taking deep dives into them a lot. Obviously, Hard Knocks is gonna continue, and then all the other documentaries going on Netflix.
Yeah, watch the Simone Biles Rising. It's so good.
Yeah.
So
tremendous.
Would you like to close us out?
battled adversity.
Yes.
We made it through.
Yes.
You're so beautiful. You're so amazing. I'm so lucky. There's no one else I'd rather go to the emergency room with at 10 p.m. on a Sunday night to both be seen collectively.
Yeah.
But also there's no one I would rather record a podcast with on a weekly basis. Best hour of the week. I can't wait to continue to do this and build this with you.
Oh my God, that was like so sweet. Thank you so much. You know what? I needed to hear that. And that was so nice. I love you so much. This was like I love this episode. I love just chit-chatting with you. It's one of my favorite hours too. Thank you everyone for listening. Thank you for coming along this journey with us. If you made it to this part, congratulations. You listened to like an hour and a half of us, two lunatics that were both in the ER chatting. Two lunatics that were both in the ER who both put each other down for emergency contacts in the ER. So that's where we're at, all right? So I love you. Let's end it the only way we know how, with the cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Love ya. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. Don't forget to rate and subscribe to our podcast wherever you watch and listen, and give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Double Dose Pod. Thank you.